Hey friends, welcome to Talk Tarot. This is Crystal. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I am available for personal reads. I do 30-minute recorded sessions, 1-hour live sessions, 2-hour live sessions. I've got some options for you. So if you are interested in a personal reading, you can check me out at takatarot.com. That is TAKA tarot.com. This here is just a little mini read. My personal reads are much more extensive, many more cards and decks and so on. But I like to give you guys a little 3-card spread just to, give you some support, direction, some sparks, what have you. All right, let's get into it. This is a cool read and very timely, considering the intense Scorpio new moon that we just had. Scorpio season is always a little intense. Scorpionic energy is. And it is, Scorpio is represented by the Death card in the tarot. So it's about transformation. It's about endings and new beginnings. And this particular 3-card spread here is talking a lot about that and actually giving some practical supportive advice around the new beginning, because a lot of you probably just wrestled with an ending. And maybe have been for a while, but it either has or is starting to reach the crescendo and the full end. And many of you may be feeling sort of stagnant lately and wondering, okay, what's next? I did the thing, one cycle has closed, and I'm anxiously and impatiently awaiting the next cycle. And let me just validate that. That is absolutely an energy. You are not alone in that. We're not alone in that. So first up, we have the Ace of Swords. Very nice. This is about that new beginning. This is about, planting your sword in and saying, okay, this is next. It's kind of like putting a pin on a map, right? I'm going here. So this may be energy or action that you've already taken, because of this ending that came through or is in the process of, and again, I mean, frankly, the last couple of years, there's been a lot of time to really assess what matters to us, what works, what doesn't, both individually and as a collective. And we're starting to all slowly but surely make some moves in those different directions. So you may have gotten some clarity around this new moon, and that clarity is coming out with this Ace of Swords. You've got these beautiful crystals here that are kind of coming up because of the clarity, and crystals do provide and represent clarity. And then if you think about how crystals are made, they're made through a lot of time, a lot of pressure, a lot of different elements, much like our ideas, much like our lives, right? So, you're kind of coming out of the rubble here and planting your flag, if you will, and saying, I really want to go in this direction. And it feels, this is nice logical energy. This is targeted energy. This isn't full energy, which I love me some full energy, but full energy is a little more Geronimo, here I go, we'll make it work. It's very young energy. This is a little more direct. You've been through the gauntlet and you came out knowing what you don't want, and you ready to move towards what you do, and you're starting to see what you do want much more clearly. 5 of Cups talks about that even more, or kind of embellishes on this energy and supports it. So 5 of Cups upright is about moving away from things. So, you figured out what you don't want in order to move towards what you do. And that's how we humans are wired, essentially. We can look at some wonderful opportunities right in our face. They can practically knock us down. But if we don't know what we actually want, we can let them pass us by. We can let fear pass us by. And sometimes we have to be stuck with that fear and, pushed to very uncomfortable limits or very uncomfortable circumstances to decide to make this kind of move. And 5 of Cups is that uncomfortable energy. Most likely you got here because the old way of doing things, or the old way you were living your life, or the old way you were accepting certain things as normal, or had to do or you're supposed to do, you know, all those supposed to do's. Five of Cups, when Five of Cups energy comes up, a lot of those supposed to do's become illusions. You start to see them for the illusions that they are. So Five of Cups can be tough energy, right? Because, you know, it may feel like a lot of things that you took as gospel or that you took as, you know, permanent, you found out they weren't. You know, the things that you thought were stable and secure, and you know, we do those supposed to's because we think that that's going to lead us into you know, our ultimate purpose and our happiness and you know, the security and everything that we crave. But a lot of times they don't. We're seeing that a lot in the job market right now. People are walking away. They're like, you know what, the job was not worth it. My mental health and my physical health is in tatters. All my cups are spilled. I'm out of here. You know, I had some time to really assess what I value and what values me and what doesn't, right? So we're seeing a lot of movement here in the so-called Great Resignation. I think it's more just workers going, this is bullshit. People want to work. People are fine with work. There's purpose with that. There's, you know, it's a way to pass the time, right? It's a means to an end. These things are important, but, you know, being valued as a human, you know, employee and human are not mutually exclusive terms. Like, employees are humans, humans are employees, and, you know, we need some crossover there. So anyway, rant over on that. But great segue for Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this is nice charged energy, okay? Like you're staking your claim here. You're like, yep, this is where I want to go. I don't want this. I do want that. I'm going in this direction. I finally have some clarity. I've got some focus. You know, I've gotten through some of the muddiness and the messiness of the Five of Cups. I'm making a logical decision based on emotional fulfillment because you've got your emotional house here, you know, kind of feeding into and working in tandem with your logical house. Very beautiful. But what this can do is cause some impulsive, especially if this is a long time coming, right? If it's been a long time coming for these two houses to talk to each other and make this decision, there is risk of impulsivity. So here comes some nice earth energy, and then your naggy earth friend here, I'm a Virgo, so yours truly saying, now wait a minute, let's do this methodically. So Ace of Pentacles upright, this is reversed, but Ace of Pentacles upright is getting a little bit of a jump start from the universe, right? Finding some tangible resources. So, you know, sometimes that can literally be coin, it can be money, or it can be, you know, an opportunity crosses your path. You know, you get a call from a job that you applied to 3 months ago that you think will be perfect for you, and they want to interview you. Yay! You know, you get a break on an interest rate with a student loan or something like that. You know, it can be tangible financial things like that, or it could be other opportunities. That's Ace of Pentacles upright, but we've got Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So what this says is to kind of pump the brakes and make sure that you've got logic, or logic, but a different kind of logic, like a methodical logic in your plan. Love that you made a decision. Love that it's coming from the heart, and you're finding, you know, that this decision is coming out of a place of wanting emotional fulfillment. Beautiful. Wanting contentment. Yes, all about that. But be mindful to not blow your wad, right? Like if you want to start an online business or something, be methodical in how you roll that out, how you figure out the expenses, do a cost analysis, right? Don't just go and, you know, put $2,000 on your credit card and deal with it later. That's the mindfulness that you want to bring to this, because it took a long time for you to get to this decision. And it's one that matters to you, and you want it to work, right? You don't want this to be a non-starter. So just be mindful. Just be mindful that you're, you know, getting all your ducks in a row, making sure that it's a sustainable rollout, a sustainable transition, a sustainable project, you know, that kind of thing. So really beautiful energy. I have not seen this energy in a couple of months, at least. It's been pretty low vibe, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. I just mean that it's been hard to read. It's been hard for me to carry You know, my personal energy and then collective energy, it's been pretty low vibe. We've all been down. It's been a really, really tough year. It's been a drag. I will, I will say that with conviction. So I like this spark. I like this flash of creative insight. I like that, you know, your cups are spilled, but you know you're going to turn them back upright because you know how. You've been here before, and you're gonna create some beauty out of this rubble. Beautiful. And then just some lovely like auntie grandma advice over here, like, now make sure everything's cool because we love you and we want this to work for you because you deserve it. Gorgeous. Gorgeous read. Okay, friends, that's what I've got. Again, if you are interested in a personal read, which is much more extensive, much more lengthy, and much more collaborative, you can check me out at takatarot.com. That is TAKA tarot.com. Till next time.